Hey, how's it going everybody? Welcome back to another Gemstone Legends video. This is going to be part 2 for the video I recorded earlier about the, not necessarily the best epic heroes, but some underrated epic heroes that I thought should be on everyone's radar. So there's plenty of epic heroes that people know are good, and I don't think those need to be highlighted. But the goal here was to try to show you some epics that you might not know about that are definitely worthy of consideration and leveling and have the potential to make for strong rosters and strong synergies. So we will continue with that video. I think I'm going to do one more part for this afterwards just because there are so many good epics. If you haven't seen the part 1 of this video, check out the description of this video for a link to that. I also did this for some rare heroes as well, so make sure you've watched all of those if this subject is of interest to you. So without further ado, so if you haven't tried Gemstone Legends yet, come check it out and play alongside me. It's another really fun and deep strategy RPG like Empires and Puzzles, but with some fun new twists, and a lot of people from Empires and Puzzles have already joined. Not only can you help out the channel by using the download link in the description of this video, but if you enter the code #Spock_2021 in the global chat, you can get a nice starter bonus including gold, gems, gold scrolls, and a free epic hero Elidor, all valued at about $50. Once you join, you'll also get access to a set of beginner events where you can earn another epic hero Soliana, a 5-star legendary set of equipment, which is what you use to boost the stats and performance of your heroes, and a platinum scroll for another epic or legendary hero in the game. Those links and codes are in the description down below. Just be sure to enter that code in the global chat after finishing the tutorial within 24 hours of downloading the game, and I look forward to seeing you all there. So first on the list is Kevin, not really sure about that one. There's some good heroes in this family, the Forest Keepers. I don't know specifically what they are called. The One-Eyed Elves. But yeah, he's got a unique thing going on, so let's look at it. Deals damage to all enemies based on attack. That seems like really good damage for damage to all. So I think he's hitting pretty hard on top of the other cool stuff that he's doing. And again, the key is in the passive. So 100% chance to inflict provoke on all enemies for 3 turns. So someone with provoke on them can only attack the hero that placed the provoke status on them. And then the passive, we'll talk about some quick build ideas. Gains invincibility. So this is full of typos. I alerted them to that, but I'll tell you what I think it should read. Gains invincibility for a number of turns equal to the number of enemies that the provoke status is inflicted on when using his special ability. So if he lands it on all 5, then he gains invincibility for 5 turns. There's not a huge advantage to having it for more than 3 turns because the provoke caps out at 3 turns. So him being invincible, it could be good on offense. But that's one thing that's fun about him is I think he's really good on offense when you can use this to your benefit. And I could see this being a build where you'd want to go high accuracy because it's not totally about the damage with him. It's about absorbing damage. So yeah, I could see you going with a high accuracy build. Additionally, accuracy is increased by 15% for every 20% crit rate. So those might be 2 components you would want to highlight. And this is a perfect example of a hero that works really well with those powerful single target healers, like the one we looked at in the first video, Tassar, who can heal a huge amount. Because this guy can, invincibility means that you can't take him lower than 1 HP, and then you can just do a massive heal after that and try to fire him up again. So maybe with Strybog and some of the other heroes that we've talked about, but a really unique one. And this is one that I would put on kind of maybe a most interesting list because the synergies that you can come up with around this could be really cool and allow you to absorb a ton of damage. So definitely check out this guy. Number 2 on the list is Akil. I'm assuming, God, I wish I knew how to say more of these names. But anyways, also an AoE hitter. We'll go through the special, and I'll talk about a few key points. Deals damage to all enemies. So we're looking at the max specials for these, which are not too hard to max with epics if you find some that are really impactful for you. So we'll look at the max version. Deals damage to all enemies based on attack. So 199%, which is less than what Kyrian was. However, Akil ignores 20% defense. So I don't know where those thresholds line up. Like, for example, 199% while ignoring 20% defense. How much attack would you need to be equivalent to that if you're not ignoring defense? I wish I knew the answer to that question, but I don't yet. So I think this is more powerful because ignoring defense can be a slippery slope towards more damage, where it can happen pretty quickly. So that's very good. He's also got the nice benefit of deals 50% more damage to targets below 50% HP, so a very good finisher. Immune to decrease attack, which is nice. And another unique thing about him is his mana gain is 24, which is very high. So with the new updates to the caster set, you only need to run 2 artifacts from the set to get a +1 mana gain. So that means that you're going to get all this damage and all this power with only 4 gemstones on his turn. His speed is also high. They've changed the speed now, and I haven't looked yet to see what the range is anymore, but that looks like really good speed to me. So I'd consider running 2 pieces from the caster set and then the rest from the crusher set, which gives an increase to crit damage, and then you can just be doing huge AoE damage with this guy, especially finishing hits. So you might want to use a different hero to start out and then him to finish, but once you get under like 50% more damage to targets below 50% is big. So a really strong AoE damage hero. Number 3 on the list is Vivian. So first of all, 25 mana gain, very good. Speed 207 is better than the last one we looked at, so a nice start. Deals damage to a single enemy based on attack, so that's not the significant part. 100% chance to inflict Mana Leech on a single enemy for 4 turns. 100% chance to inflict Life Leech on a single enemy for 4 turns. And accuracy is increased by 50% when HP is above 40%. Speed is increased by 25. So accuracy is going to be really important for this hero, but think about if you can land these statuses on the raid boss. How this works is with Life Leech, anytime you deal damage to someone with this status, you gain 5% of your HP back, and then anytime you deal damage to a hero or enemy with the Mana Leech, you gain 5 mana. So if you can land this on the raid boss with enough accuracy, then every single hit with everyone, I think, you can get. I don't know if it just goes to her. I can't remember now that I'm thinking about it. But either way, you're going to be gaining mana and health just from hitting that one target. You can also use it in raiding as well, but it's especially powerful for the raid boss because that is a single very powerful hero. But Vivian, pretty cool. Number 4 on the list is Frida. So this is kind of a similar alternative to Akil. So if we look, overwhelming arrows, deals damage to all enemies based on attack, 193%. I think Akil was 199, so almost a negligible difference. Ignores 20% defense, so same thing we saw there before. So basically we're just having an alternative to that same style in another color, which can be a really important thing to have. Gains increased speed for 5 turns when she kills an enemy, and speed is increased by 30. So in my opinion, that's not as good of a passive as Akil has, but this also gives you the ability to have that same kind of powerful AoE hero in a different color, which is really important. You can run different synergies to try to get the same kind of effect. So yeah, it's trickier for AoE heroes to be the finishers. So this gains increased speed for 5 turns when she kills. You'd need to have her in the right synergy to be able to make use of that. But yeah, just another option for that same type of hero that's dealing damage and ignoring defense. If you can put defense down as well, then that's going to be an even deeper cut and an even stronger hit. Last up for part 2 here, number 5 on the list is Daphne. Great mana gain. Again, this can be improved with the caster set if you really want to be able to charge super fast. But she's kind of a key support hero for certain raid bosses and potentially certain arena teams, helping to make a dominant hero even that much better. So grants taunt to an ally with the highest defense for 5 turns. So that's pretty great. And grants reflect to an ally with the highest defense for 5 turns. So one really dominant synergy that I've fought against in this game before is Vigo / Sophia, very similar, and I think Tornus. And Tornus, let's see if we can find her real quick. I think she is here. Grants protective shield, 30% of target's max HP to an ally with the highest defense for 5 turns, and then grants taunt. So she kind of makes them more survivable and introduces taunt into a battle that didn't have it before. So combine that with a hero like Vigo or Sophia that gain increased defense as they're dealing damage, and now you have a very dominant, dangerous hero that's also hard to kill. And if they have taunt, you can't attack anybody else, and they have increased defense and, in this case, reflect. So you're actually taking damage, and that for 5 turns is really good. Her passive grants Soul Link for 3 turns to herself and an ally if that ally has less than 30% HP when she uses her special ability. 35% chance to gain recovery for 3 turns every time she is attacked. So this can make for kind of a cement wall if you can combine this with the right hero. She's obviously a support hero for someone else, but Soul Link I think is what Nefri has, which makes it really hard to kill anyone because she attaches her health with someone else's. Yeah. So yeah, Daphne could be really key for certain raid bosses or certain arena teams by packing a lot of good stuff into, a 2-hero synergy. So yeah, those are the 5 that I wanted to cover in this video. I think I'm going to do one part because there's so many awesome epics and I'm having fun potentially alerting you guys to new heroes. I know a lot of people watching are going to know about a lot of these heroes already, but I know that a lot of people watching are not going to know about these, and I think this has the potential to be really helpful in helping you decide how to develop your roster further, and hopefully in prompting people to experiment with these synergies and see what kind of hero combinations you can come up with. So it's good to look into these, kind of understand what's in the game, and as you start to think about these more, you can read one and go, oh yeah, that would combine really well with this person who does this, and you could be finding the next best synergy in the game. So let me know what you guys think of these. If you have any others that you would hope to see on the list, you can throw those in the comments down below. There is going to be one more part to this because there are some really cool heroes that I still want to highlight for you guys. But I hope you found this useful. If you did, please leave a like on the video. That makes it easier for other people to find it. And I think in trying to share information with the community, that's a really good thing. It's also a free way for you to help support the channel, and I really appreciate that. Consider subscribing as well for another way to support the channel and give yourself early access to the content that I make. Lastly, if you're interested in checking out this game, that information is in the description of this video. Download link and promo code. Download link helps out the channel as well, and the promo code will make sure that you get some free stuff to get a head start in the game. So thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below, and I will see you guys in the next video.